Are you tired of your feet slipping off your pedals right when the trail gets rough, ruining your flow and your shins? Finding the perfect grip can make or break your ride, and today we are uncovering the ultimate mountain bike shoes that will keep you planted, powerful, and protected. 5. Shimano SH-RX801. Now, Shimano has a legendary reputation in the cycling world, and slipping my feet into these shoes for the first time, I immediately noticed the feather-like construction and premium feel. They are technically built with gravel racing in mind, but many riders cross them over into mountain biking for their sheer stiffness and efficiency. The carbon composite sole is incredibly rigid, meaning that every single watt of power you push through your legs transfers directly into forward momentum on the trail. However, that relentless pursuit of stiffness comes with some noticeable compromises when you take them off the beaten path. While testing these on aggressive, technical mountain bike trails, the ultra-rigid sole actually became a bit of a liability. When you are forced to dismount and hike a bike up a steep, loose incline, the RX801s feel incredibly clunky and unforgiving. The walking experience is comparable to wearing ski boots, lacking the necessary flex in the toe box to comfortably navigate jagged rocks or slippery routes. The upper features a very sleek synthetic leather material with a precise BOA Li2 dial system that wraps the foot beautifully. I do love how the BOA system allows for micro adjustments on the fly, giving you a customized, snug fit with just a quick twist. The breathability is decent thanks to the perforations across the upper, keeping my feet reasonably cool during long exposed climbs in the summer heat. But here is where the shoe really falls short for aggressive mountain bikers looking for a versatile flat pedal or hybrid experience. The tread pattern features minimal TPU lugs that are designed more for shedding mud on a cyclocross course than gripping a wide spiked flat pedal. 4. Crankbrothers Stamp Lace Flat. Crankbrothers designed this shoe specifically to interface flawlessly with their own stamp pedals, creating what they call a match system. Right out of the box, the aesthetic is clean, skate-inspired, and versatile enough that you could easily wear them to the pub after a ride without looking like you just stepped off the trail. The lace-up design gives them a classic, understated vibe, and they even include a neat little lace pocket on the tongue to keep your loops from getting tangled in your drivetrain. When I took these out for their first spin, I was impressed by the immediate comfort of the upper. The synthetic material is quite supple, wrapping around the foot without any harsh pressure points, and the mesh windows do an adequate job of letting out some heat. They feel surprisingly lightweight on the foot, which is always a bonus when you are trying to spin up a long, grueling ascent. The toe box has a decent amount of reinforcement, providing a reasonable barrier against the inevitable stub toe on hidden trail obstacles. However, the real test of a flat pedal shoe is the rubber, and this is where my experience with the Stamp Lace Flats started to sour. Crankbrothers uses their proprietary MC2 high-friction compound, and while it sounds great on paper, the real-world performance left me wanting a lot more. The grip is definitely a step down from the industry leaders. I found my feet shifting and micro-adjusting over stutter bumps and breaking washboards. The tread pattern is specifically optimized for Crankbrothers pedals, meaning if you run any other brand of flats, the engagement feels somewhat vague and uninspiring. 3. Tallac Clip BOA. This shoe represents a massive leap forward in both technology and trail performance, bridging the gap between rugged durability and modern convenience. The moment I pulled these out of the box, the aggressive, deeply lugged outsole caught my eye. Ride Concepts collaborated with rubber experts to utilize their max grip rubber compound, and the hexagonal tread pattern looks like it could scale a sheer cliff face. Strapping into the Tallac Clip BOA is an absolute dream, entirely thanks to the dual-direction BOA fit system. Having that micro-adjustable tension across the top of the foot ensures a rock-solid, secure fit that absolutely will not loosen up, no matter how chaotic the trail gets. I found that this precise closure completely eliminated any heel slip during hard, out-of-the-saddle sprinting efforts. The upper is constructed from a fully welded, stitch-free Cordura mesh, which proved to be insanely tough during my testing. I dragged these through thorny underbrush and scraped them against sandstone boulders, and they barely showed a scratch. Where the Tallac really shines is in its structural support and trail feedback. The shoe utilizes a lightweight EVA midsole that provides an excellent balance of shock absorption and stiffness. When you are blasting through heavy rock gardens, the shoe eats up the high-frequency chatter that normally fatigues your feet, yet it remains stiff enough to provide a highly efficient pedaling platform. The cleat runway is generously long, making it incredibly easy to clip in and out in panic situations, and it allows you to slam your cleats far back for a more downhill-oriented, gravity-friendly stance. Off the bike, the Tallac Clip BOA surprised me with its hiking prowess. Those aggressive heel and toe lugs I mentioned earlier bite into loose dirt and muddy embankments with shocking tenacity. 2. 2FO Roost Flat Mountain Bike Shoes. The 2FO line, which stands for Foot Out, Flat Out, has been a staple in the gravity and trail scene for years, but the Roost iteration completely reinvents what a casual-looking flat shoe can do. When you first look at the Roost, it genuinely looks like a stylish suede skate shoe that belongs at a post-ride hangout. But beneath that casual aesthetic hides an absolute beast of a trail shoe. The magic of the 2FO Roost Flat lies entirely in its third-generation slipknot rubber outsole. During my rigorous trail testing, this rubber compound blew my mind. It features a slow rebound characteristic that heavily dampens vibrations and allows the pedal pins to sink deep into the sole. The grip is incredibly tenacious. Once you place your foot on the pedal, it feels almost magnetized. I was plowing through violently rough root sections, and my feet remained completely planted, offering a level of confidence that is absolutely vital for riding flat pedals aggressively. Specialized heavily incorporates their body geometry technology into all their footwear, and the Roost is no exception. Inside the shoe, you get a metatarsal button, a Varus wedge, and exceptional longitudinal arch support. What this means on the trail is drastically reduced fatigue and a perfectly aligned pedal stroke. I noticed a significant decrease in knee strain during long, sustained climbs, and the arch support kept my feet from aching even after slamming through heavy compressions all day long. It is a level of ergonomic engineering that most flat pedal shoes simply ignore. The upper is constructed using an innovative X-Bell mesh material that is exceptionally breathable and lightweight. One of the best features of this material is how fast it dries. 1. 510 Freerider Pro BOA. 510 has long been considered the absolute gold standard in flat pedal mountain bike shoes, and by integrating the BOA Fit system into their flagship Freerider Pro model, they have created a shoe that borders on perfection. The moment I slipped these on and spun that micro-adjustable dial, I knew I was in for a premium experience. The BOA system provides a beautifully even tension across the entire foot, eliminating any pressure points and locking the heel down with absolute authority. The heart and soul of this shoe is without a doubt the Stealth S1 rubber outsole. Testing this rubber on the trail is almost a spiritual experience for a mountain biker. The grip is simply unparalleled. The classic dotty tread pattern interfaces so perfectly with pedal pins that you almost feel like you are clipped in. I took these down some of the steepest, chunkiest, most unforgiving rock gardens I could find, and my feet never budged a single millimeter. It gives you this supreme, unwavering confidence to drop your heels, loosen your grip on the bars, and just let the bike plow through the chaos. Protection on the Freerider Pro BOA is absolutely top-notch. The toe box features an impact-resistant, reinforced urethane shield that feels like a steel toe boot without the weight penalty. I directly struck a large, embedded rock with my leading foot at speed, and instead of a broken toe, I just felt a dull thud. The synthetic upper is incredibly robust, easily shrugging off abrasions from crank arm rub and trail debris. Despite this tank-like protection, the shoe remains shockingly lightweight, keeping your legs feeling spry during long, punchy climbs.